Hello Animorphs fans and welcome back to the Animorphs Reviews YouTube channel. Today we're doing a little bit of a talk about the Animorphs movie that's been sort of in the pipeline for the last couple of years or so. A lot of people have lost hope. For example, GeekTruth64, who I've done a couple of videos with, mostly regarding the graphic novels, he is a bit pessimistic regarding these things and he thinks it's probably not going to happen. So what I've done is I've done a bit of research on the company that's taken on the project, and that is the one you'll see on screen here. This is the Picturestart homepage. Picturestart is a project started by Eric Feig, something like that, some Hollywood guy who's worked previously on the Twilight and Hunger Games sagas, and his Picturestart project, having started in 2018, has had a number of releases, including a couple this year. So what we're going to do is we're going to look through just some stuff about Picturestart and see if we can see a pattern that becomes relevant to Animorphs. So it's been a while since we had much in terms of updates from the Animorphs movie. In fact, this article, what we know so far, was published in January of this year, so it's been a while with no actual release date for Animorphs. A lot of people are wondering, where are the updates? Is this project still going on, or is it shelved? So let's take a look at Picturestart's activity to see if there is activity, because if Picturestart are still active and they haven't said no to Animorphs, then we can assume that it's still on the cards. So this is the Picturestart website. We've also got the Picturestart Facebook page and the Twitter page. The Twitter page was last updated in July of this year, so quite a long time ago. The Facebook page was last updated in December of last year. So those two pages aren't updated very regularly. They are updated, maybe not the Facebook page, but the Twitter is, just not very often. It's every few months they go quiet. Where they are still active is the Instagram page. So Picturestart has an Instagram. Go follow them on that if you're on Instagram, because they update quite regularly. So they are still active. And they are still producing things. So some of the latest ones are things like Grease: Rise of the Pink Ladies, which is supposedly coming out this year, and Cha-Cha Real something. Let's have a look at the Picturestart website. On this What We Do page, by the way, I like how the website works. So we've got the What We Do bit. It's got a list of all the stuff that they've got in the pipeline. They've also got that on the Twitter page. And at the top of the Twitter page, it says, coming soon, Animorphs, Naruto, Borderlands, Luckiest Girl Alive, and Sharper. So Animorphs is still front and centre on their Twitter page, a Twitter page that was last updated just a few months ago in this year, and they're clearly still active on social media. So this is the What We Do page, and it lists all the stuff they're doing. So Cha-Cha Real Smooth is streaming on Apple TV Plus. You've got this one called Am I OK? Luckiest Girl Alive. These ones are coming out soon. And those, I think, are going to be the first things that Picturestart has actually had a major role in that's been released. Then again, I think there's some stuff down the bottom here. So, Unpregnant. Yeah, so that was a Eric Feig thing, Unpregnant. But it got a load of stuff in post-production. Is this website... Thank you, Fluffer. Is this website up to date? It's hard to say, but if you look at Grease: Rise of the Pink Ladies, it says it's in production. It's in production, whereas some of these are saying like coming soon on HBO Max. If we look at Grease: Rise of the Pink Ladies, it's basically on the verge of being released. And also on their website it says directed TBD, or to be decided, whereas it's all been filmed and it's been directed by Alethea Jones, the creative director. So whether this website is actually up to date, it's difficult to say. Animorphs is still on this page, whatever the case may be. Here it is, Animorphs in development. Yup, the books with the holograms on the front. And it says directed by and starring, both to be disclosed or decided, or whatever TBD means. But yeah, it's still on the website. That seems to have been recently updated, at least for over the last few months. Twitter still has Animorphs at the top. So it is still on the Picturestart website, but you could say, well, they haven't updated anything for a while, and it's been so long. It's been, what, 2019, I believe? Was it 2019 when reports started coming out about an Animorphs movie? Haven't signed it.
She looks disappointed.
Are you disappointed, Fluffer? Don't worry, I shall bring your hopes sky high with the next segment of this video. Because if we look at how movies are made, I'm no expert, of course, I am absolutely no expert, but I've done a bit of research here, okay? So Borderlands, the film, is one that Picturestart, according to the Twitter page, and I believe this page here, yep, so Borderlands, it's a Picturestart thing, okay? So the Borderlands film is an upcoming American science fiction action comedy. It's set to be released in the United States by Lionsgate, so it's not actually been released yet. When was it first announced? 2015, so quite a long time ago. And it went through a few little bits here and there, little changes. But yeah, for 2015, they said, we're gonna make the movie. And it's still not out 7 years later. There are some movies, like some of the ones that Eric Feig and Picturestart have been involved with, or his previous companies, where it's been like, there's been a year gap, but they're all like rom-coms and very simple stuff. Anything that's like science fiction or animation takes a lot longer from what I've seen. So anything rom-com, anything that's got Sarah Jessica Parker, they can churn it out in 6 months. Yeah, just get a freaking tropey script and change the names. Put them somewhere else, I don't know, Peru, and there's your film, done and dusted. Whereas something like Animorphs is going to take a lot longer, you can imagine. So let's have a look at a few more things. Clifford, the Big Red Dog. Why do I bring this up? Because it's a Scholastic production. Certainly, Wikipedia agrees with me, so it's production company Scholastic Entertainment. Why do I bring Clifford the Big Red Dog up? Firstly, the script can't be that much, but there's going to be a heavy reliance on CGI for this film. Okay, so let's look at the production. When was it reported that they would start on this? 2012. When was the film released? 2021. 9 years. Okay, because at the start of the process, there was just a whole load of people saying, oh, we're going to do it here. No, actually, we're going to do it over here, do it here, do it here. And that took ages. And that's for Clifford the Big Red Dog, which is, let's face it, a bit of a smaller project than Animorphs is likely to be. So it did take a while. And then my biggest evidence. What else do they list on their page, their Twitter page? Naruto. Naruto. What is weird about this one? Well, the fan base is very much in the same position that we are as Animorphs fans. Why? Because it's been taken by Picturestart. When was the Naruto live action movie first scheduled? According to this article, Naruto was announced by Lionsgate in 2015, 4 years before our Animorphs announcement was made, from what I recall. But it's, and on the website here, in development, they've got a director, so they're a bit further along than Animorphs, simply by the fact that they have a director. But this project, which is, let's face it, probably a little bit bigger than Animorphs at this point, it's still in production 7 years, not even in production, it's in development still 7 years later. And this article says that it's largely because they keep rejecting scripts because they want to get it right. They want it to get spot on. And there's a whole load of stuff about, oh, we want to make sure that the original author is happy with it, so they're doing a bit of collaboration with that. And yeah, this one, that was proposed 4 years earlier than our one, is in the same position that ours is in now. What can we conclude from all of this? Well, my conclusion is that Animorphs is still on the cards. Geek Truth, slanderer, how dare you doubt that this movie's going to happen? Because Picturestart has always, from what we can tell, followed through with its projects. I haven't found any history of any projects falling by the wayside. It's just a case of it taking a while. And why does it take a while? Because they're probably in the process of just accepting scripts. Because let's face it, putting Animorphs, a 64-book series, into a single film, they're going to have to be very fussy about what goes into the final script. Remember Sev Ohanian, I believe that was his name. I did a video on it previously. He had a script rejected, or a script idea. And they're probably still in that stage. And you know what? If they're taking this long, making sure the script's right, that does give me some hope rather than some rushed nonsense. Okay? My hopes are still sort of wavering on whether any production would be of good quality. But I'm on the side of this movie is still on the cards, and these are the bits of evidence I've provided. The fact that Picturestart, which is still going and still producing, still says that it's making Animorphs. That should be enough evidence already. But the fact that projects of a similar size to Animorphs seem to be taking many years, and I think we as Animorphs fans maybe are starting to become just a little bit impatient, okay? And we can't blame us, really. So that's it for this video, really. I just wanted to have a look at Picturestart. I will eventually do a video where I've looked at other Picturestart productions and Eric Feig or whatever, and see what I think about them. But then again, I might not do that till Animorphs has got an actual director and an actual producer involved with the project. That's when I'll look at it and say, okay, what's their history? Have they produced good products? Okay? Hopefully we'll hear something soon about Animorphs. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. But it may take a while. They're probably still accepting scripts at this point. I'm also going to do videos looking at casting. I've done a video before, but it probably needs updating now. Potential scripts, what I think would belong in an Animorphs movie. So get your ideas down there, because if you put ideas in the comments, I'll probably address them. Even if it's like amongst several comments, I will probably address it. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Go take a look at the Picturestart page for some more Animorphs fun. And I hope to see you for the next movie discussion video. I'm going to start probably producing a few more now, because there's been a bit of a gap. I want to get interest going again. So thank you very much for watching. I shall see you next time. Ta-ra.